It's so weird when people tell you, yeah, we're trying to have a baby. Oh, fuck. Now I'm just thinking about y'all having sex. It's weird.
No, I think about everyone having sex anyway all the time, so that doesn't matter. Anytime I meet like a new people, I'm like, y'all be fucking all the time? And I picture it like I know how it goes. It's okay. I can't help. I've done that since I was a little kid.
Just like, ooh, y'all have
when
sex.
when I would drive around, like I'd be in the back seat with my parents. We'd be driving home from somewhere, and like I would look at all the houses as I drove by, like. I wonder if people are fucking in those houses right now. Like I try to look in the window and see if anybody's fucking, and I'm sure they were. I couldn't see it. I assumed they were. Everyone was fucking.
This fucking horny ass kid.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy. Oh, it's not working.
So what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
And on the other end is... And we are...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you check it out.
Keep the claps going, even though this shit didn't want to work.
Keep them cheeks
Clapping.
clapping.
Yo, this fucking board, yo. Every single time. It's something. It's the board and it's me. It's the board and it's me.
We need
it's a
that
little
new
bit
board.
of both.
Every time the new boards drop, our board is fucking up. Sounding something weird like that. I don't even know.
Oh, man. It's so messed up. What's good, guys? How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Doing good.
Nice.
Feeling good?
We
Have
already
a
at
good week so
Tuesday,
far?
Got a short week
Feeling
this
hype.
week. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, short week.
We good.
Feeling hype.
Yeah, I'm feeling hyped for this weekend
Coming
for
up.
sure. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything ready. I'm trying to make sure that everything is on point. Of course, we've been talking about it if you guys tune in every week, which you do and you should. We're going to Comic-Con this weekend, so we're pretty hyped for that. I'm getting everything ready. I'm trying to get all the questions together and random shit to ask random ass people. It's going to be a good time. And this year seems like, oh yeah, we got some good panels too.
We finally got panels. We didn't get no panels last year. We got some panels to fucks with this year. In fact, that one is like at 11 a.m. So we got to make sure we get our ass there at like a decent fucking time this year.
I was like, fuck, we gotta leave early, man.
No sleeping in.
Nah, but it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun. This time around, we're not gonna get too drunk. Or at least, well, two out of three of us are planning on not getting too drunk.
Yeah, I might get drunk.
Yeah. I mean, I think once I get to a certain point, then I'll loosen up and have a couple drinks and whatnot. But this time around, because last year we didn't know what to expect.
There's a lot to take in. It was it was hitting the senses. I was very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I was in the same boat. We didn't really know what to expect, and
Johnny did.
But this time around, we're ready. And
I feel
I'm
like
hyped.
it's only going to be bigger.
It's
this year.
going to be
way
bigger
bigger
this year, bro.
this year.
Everything was fucking sold out.
I remember last year
more booths.
Last year we like looked at it and we were like, damn, this whole area is like pretty much empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There
I
was
remember
definitely spots
some chunks
that were they just had like tables and shit and tables and chairs.
Yeah. The celebrities weren't out as much. Like there were a few things. Cause like even Boss Logic, he couldn't make it because he was in Australia and shit. Everything was still pretty much on lockdown.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good time, man. There's gonna be a lot of celebrities and a lot of people signed up. We're probably not gonna see a majority of them unless they're walking around.
Walking the floor in a Walter White mask,
you never know.
like Bryan Cranston.
They'll be coming to look for us.
Right. Hell yeah.
That's what's
because they're all listeners of the pod. So
if they see us.
Exactly.
But if you're in that area and you plan on being at Comic-Con on Saturday,
hit us up.
Look for us.
Let us know what's up.
Let us know what's up. Hit us in the DMs. We'll link up. We'll have a drink, some shit. Because we appreciate y'all.
You could say you bought a drink for Insensitive Culture. It'll be a good time for everyone.
I'm telling you, this guy, I already know he's about to be lit.
Now we'll blaze you down though. We're gonna have some chronic. We'll be smoking.
That's true.
You know it.
That's true. I don't catch it, but I'll hang out with y'all though.
Yeah, no smoking at Comic-Con for you.
No smoking what?
Not until after the interviews are done.
Yeah, pretty much. After that, I don't give a
whatever.
By the time we come back, maybe on Friday night, maybe Friday night.
I was gonna say, yeah, Friday. That was the last time I think I saw you smoke, aside from like right before we crashed on Saturday.
Yeah,
when you didn't give a fuck. You got nestled under your blankie. Comfortable as a motherfucker, right?
Blankies are the best.
For sure.
Johnny's house has that breeze too. On the upper level, you leave the doors open.
Ooh, nice and chilly.
Oh man! All right, we're gonna stop talking your ear off about Comic-Con because it's gonna be lit. Wait for that. Wait for all that shit to drop because we're gonna be dropping a lot of that content. But you know what time it is.
Question. All right, fellas. First question: would you rather spend the rest of your life in a country music video or a rap video? And I know it seems obvious. You would think, oh, country's whack, rap's dope. Rap, of course. But like, wouldn't it depend on which rap? Like in an NWA video, I don't want to live in Compton for the rest of my life. So like, if I'm watching some wild shit like that, like, nah, I'm good on that. Like that's not for me.
I mean, you got to understand too, country music. It's not necessarily in an urban setting that accepts minorities.
That's facts also. That's facts. So
Not
we're
always,
both
though.
at a
No,
quandary.
I'm not
depends,
saying.
right?
Yeah, it also depends.
Nas
So
X.
there's
Be in that
Lil Nas
Florida Georgia line with Nelly video.
See, I was thinking Saint Lunatics, like a Nelly video. If I could get in like one of those, I feel like I'd be okay. It doesn't seem quite as dangerous. I mean, it's still St. Louis, so yeah,
I'd still choose rap.
It's not Compton though, either.
Nah, either way, I'd still.
Wait, you're living inside the universe of the video,
I mean,
I guess, yeah. I mean, you're living inside of wherever the
or
video
is it
takes
just
place.
like where the video takes place?
I think it's just where the video takes place. Because I mean,
Okay,
it's
so
just,
not
we're all
like
in the
you
same
have, like,
universe.
all of St. Louis to walk around.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't live just under the St. Louis Arch if I were in a Nelly video. Like, I could go around St. Louis if I wanted to. Sure. Like, I guess the city where, no, not even the city. It has to be like, you have a 5-mile radius of where the video was filmed. And that's where
Y'all
you have
love
to
to
stay.
be so
That's where you
specific
have
on
to
these
stay.
things. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're just in the video having a good time. Like, whatever, man.
But forever. You're forever
not-
in that video.
It's not
So
fucking.
if it's Garth Brooks, you're in a fucking Garth Brooks video for.
We'll
what
have to ask
are they
Reggie
in,
about that.
Are they
You're
in
just
Barnes?
like, oh shit, and then you just pop in. And you're somewhere else in a video. Like, what the fuck?
I assume I don't watch country videos, but I feel like they mostly take place in a farm or in a field.
In the country.
Yeah, it's legit. Or you're in a pickup truck. It's
Well,
one of those three places.
It's always a love song.
Or a breakup song.
Or a breakup song, and it's always
Or a bar
in a
song.
big truck.
Ooh, yeah. Like a
Not a
drinking
bar.
and fishing with your buddies type of song. Like just a bro
Yeah.
bro
That could be
redneck
fun.
song. I could see that. That would be chill.
That'd be chill. I'd still choose rap.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that makes
All
sense.
rap videos are.
Do you have a specific rap video in mind that you feel like I would thrive? Like no Nas videos. I can't be in the Queens projects. Like that's another place.
You know
Even
what
though
I
I would
think?
fuck with it, but I. No.
Yeah. Pussy Poppin' by Ludacris.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
ever seen that video?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know.
Was he in a
Because I'm
strip
like-
club? Was
yeah,
he in a
he was in a
strip-
strip club. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why. It's just Ludacris throwing money and a bunch of girls shaking their ass in the video. Like, I'd
Like a
be
tip
in that
drill
video.
video.
Yeah, exactly. Tip drill.
Word. Yeah, no, I like that.
But even then, I mean, if a lot of rap videos are exactly that, just like a party setting, I think I'd be more accepted no matter where we were in a rap
just
video.
like-
It depends on the
I mean,
rapper,
let's
I
be
guess.
fair. There's just way too many white people in these country videos.
Well, it's the country. The country. I don't know. I can't. I don't
I
know.
mean, I don't know about this.
And not only that, but I've never actually sat down and watched a country video.
I really.
So I'm going through like the top 10 country videos on YouTube.
What are
real
the
quick.
settings like? Where are they?
So the first one was like a weird sad song where it was like a dude in jail, like
Ooh,
singing
dude in
about
jail.
his lost life.
I don't want to be
I'm
in jail.
locked up.
Next two were bar videos.
Okay.
They were just in a bar partying.
See, I can
Right.
fuck with that.
Yeah,
I can fuck with that.
I could fuck with that. Then there's a guy that's like mostly in a fire truck station.
Yeah, that
I
tracks.
don't know why.
That tracks.
Then there's a high school like football game.
That also tracks.
Yeah.
Now it's just dudes fly fishing in a river.
These sound like my
and,
people. I'm not gonna lie.
You fish?
And a farm.
Nah, but I could get down with it.
We
If I
called the
had to.
farm.
A farm, yeah, there's a
number
farm.
7.
A truck.
Record shop. Oh, this is a girl's video, I think. Oh no, this is just a party in the streets. Actually, they're on one of those, the shit that you ride around and drink beer, and they like the pedal.
Yeah, the pedal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pedal
yeah,
buses.
yeah.
Yeah, the pedal
Yeah,
tour.
they're on a pedal tour, just riding around partying.
So simplistic.
That's lit.
I'm going
That's
country.
lit. I can fuck with
I
that.
gotta go country. We
I've
knew
never
that
been
was
on a
coming
pedal. I've never been on a pedal tour.
No.
This one's just a concert.
He's like, I'm leaning towards country.
And now top 10
I might
rap
be
videos.
leaning towards country.
Top
Like
10 rap
one,
videos.
I fuck with country music a little bit. Matter of fact, one of the last couple of weeks, I totally forgot I was gonna do I'm fucking with this new playlist that I found on Apple Music. It's called YEEDM, like YEEDM, and it's all like country music that's been remixed with EDM producers.
Like
So it's like house
Cotton Eye
music
Joe.
that sounds horrible.
with country singers, and I fucking love it so much. I've been listening to that shit hard.
So
It's
Johnny's
fun.
going country.
I think I'm gonna go country. It's
Alright,
like a
that's fair.
party vibe. The only thing is, I would probably be closer. Like I'd rather be at like the Kane Brown videos because we know he's of color, so at least colored people are
Welcome.
accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all and all his videos that I've seen thus far are party songs.
And we're not.
chilling at a bar,
I just have
chilling,
to
so-
throw it out there. We're not saying that all country folk are racist against
No,
minorities.
not at all. It's just when you look at these videos,
We're from.
like I said,
Yeah,
They're
I'm
not
at number
accurately
9 and
represented.
pretty sure that's the first one I saw that had any person of color.
well, it's
in
not only that, but
Even with a deep tan.
we're all from New York, so when we hear the South, obviously not all of the South is going to be
that's true.
racist. But more
There's a
of
good number of black folks that are. There's actually a decent number of like black country artists that I've been seeing lately. That are popular enough. I'm sure black folk been singing country music for a long time.
I'm sure.
But now they're getting popular, and they're getting, I guess, accepted by white folk. And
It's about
they
damn
let 'em,
time.
let them sing at the Grand Ole Opry or
The
whatever.
Grand Ole.
Opry.
Yeah, that's what white people do. That's the peak of white civilization is singing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Where
That's when you made
That's when
it.
you made it. When you're there, baby. When you're there.
they're only accepting it because once they fully accept it and allow these people to do what they do, they know that they're going to reinvent the wheel here and make it better. And then they're going to take the style.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally what happens.
We just rip off Chuck Berry again, and then the cycle starts all over. It's insane.
Did y'all see Elvis,
Oh,
the
man.
Baz Ulrich movie?
Nah.
No.
That shit was wild,
Was
yo.
it
Like
good?
his movies are so wild. I forgot that he's the same dude that did the Romeo and Juliet with Leo and Claire Danes.
Oh, is he?
And you know how like
Okay.
crazy abstract that movie is
Yeah.
and wild to
Yeah.
the story of Romeo and Juliet. That's how this shit was for the Elvis movie. Like
Damn.
that shit cut scenes so much. Like I felt like I was flying through the whole story, and straight up like it. There was a whole scene like where multiple times Tom Hanks was like, "But he's a white man." But he's a white, because it was all like, oh, we can't let that guy around here to sing. We're not gonna entertain that kind of music. And they're like, no, you don't understand. He's white. No, the boy's white.
Why didn't you say
In that case, I'm gonna sign him to a multi-million-dollar deal.
That's a
Yeah,
horse of a
absolutely.
different color, literally.
Literally. And
Damn.
that's
But that tracks for like when
Oh,
Elvis
yeah.
was popping, right?
Especially, yeah, what was that, the 50s, 60s?
Yeah, 50s.
Word.
Fucking A.
That was one movie that I was torn on watching because I'm just like they're just gonna they're gonna make shit up so fucking much.
I was hoping it would be more like Walk the Line, even though like I'm sure there was some fictitious shit in the Johnny Cash movie there, but like I thought that was well done. I enjoyed.
I thought it would be like that as well, but it was just so like hyper.
Yeah,
it was like it's also he also did The Great Gatsby. So like you know how Gatsby was like real hyper, like it's just moving all around, bright colors and every transition has to be a weird transition.
That car ride where
lots of dissolves.
Exactly. That they always have a car ride where everything is kind of moving and they look like they're just standing still.
That's weird.
You know,
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So did you say rap? Those country and rap? Is that the final?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That tracks.
It does track. It does track.
All right.
Next I guess it depends on the hip hop video.
It does. It does.
No, it definitely like a.
There's some amped up fucking.
I think I'll fuck with a country.
There's some amped up fucking party fucking hip hop videos too.
There is, yeah.
That just be lit.
I just feel like I'm not amped enough to like get any play at those videos. Like I'll be the dude like chilling in the background.
Right.
Oh, you get me enough drinks, I'm matching everybody's vibe. And I'm sure they're all fucked up
Hulks.
too. Nah.
No, I know. No. All right. If you were dating a 10, but at night she turned into a hideous creature like Fiona from Shrek, would you still date her? It's only at night. Nobody's got to know. She's a 10. You go anywhere. You go out to dinner at night, to a party during the day. Unless someone's sleeping over your crib, they don't know.
I mean, I would feel like a dick.
In what way? Explain.
I would just feel like I'm taking advantage of. I guess it depends on how she feels about the whole situation. But yeah, I would. I mean, as long as she's cool.
Would you go out of your way to go out with her while she's like the Fiona Shrek?
Only.
Just no, not only, but like just at times, just to make her feel like, hey, it's not all about you being banging.
Definitely
like,
with my peoples, with my boys and stuff. I'd be like,
but like nowhere serious.
Just so you know.
Just so you know, this is what I'm fucking with.
This is what goes on
tonight.
Are you still fucking at night, or you wait until she turns back into a dime? I know these are the tough questions. Probably what?
I don't think it would feel like fucking two different people.
Isn't that kind of dope?
Sometimes,
but not when one looks like Fiona. I mean, Fiona.
Right.
That's still
but
Cameron
she was
Diaz
thick,
in
though,
there,
right?
Yeah, she was. It could be.
Yeah, so you get
worse.
you get like a skinny model, and then you get a thickums at night. Yeah, that might work.
You start drinking some Henny before bed, and then you don't give a fuck.
Both flavors, the full spectrum.
Yep. I'm with you on the fact where as long as she's cool, as long as her personality's dope, I can't.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you dope or not. If your personality is shit, I can't fuck with you.
It's kind of like She-Hulk.
Facts.
You have Jen, and then you have She-Hulk. But She-Hulk is fine still. Like, I'm still smashing She-Hulk. I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah.
But actually, in the show, like, they make it seem like Jen is not fine. Like, most
that's
Jen's kind of plain.
Nobody's buying that, bro. She's fine as hell.
No.
And she's just
it's not that she just looks like she's a nerd.
She acts like she doesn't look good. Like but clearly, like, we all have eyes. We know, like, damn. Yeah. Okay. What's up, girl?
Yeah.
She-Hulk or not, like, I don't care.
They're treating her the opposite.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, right.
That's wild. She's like, I only want to smash She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Like
what?
Okay,
weirdo.
I'm gonna smash both. Like, turn halfway through. Just make it wild. Make it.
Oh, that might hurt.
I mean, not while I'm smashing, son, but like
that's what I'm
let's take a
saying.
quick
She might
break.
fuck your shit up.
Gatorade
bro.
break.
It gets all muscular on your dick.
She gets then your shit's like
I probably
limp forever.
To answer your question, I mean
Limp dick.
Limp dick.
If It really does depend on how hideous we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because if it went from
It's like Tales from the Crypt.
well, if it went
that's
from
rough, bro. It's a different ball game.
if it went from like a 10 to like, you know, to like a 5.
But you said a 5 with a fat ass is like
5, but like what
she's
some
thick.
people consider chunky, but she's just thick. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be fine.
it's okay.
Yeah, and her skin is just green. We can get past that.
Sure. Yeah, no. I mean,
We'll get past that.
do it in the dark.
Yeah.
And you don't even see no skin. I imagine it feels like Ninja Turtles skin, like how their skin looked in the Ninja Turtle movies. Like first two, it's just very rubbery and kind of damp.
I've said before that that if a girl wasn't like an all out 10, but her personality was dope, that shit could win me over.
I mean, yeah, because not a lot of 10s with dope personalities are really fucking with us, right? So we don't really have a choice but
that's
to
not
adapt,
even the point.
son.
That's not even the point.
Yeah.
'Cause
Even bitchy ass 10s aren't. I mean,
Right.
they're not hitting me up. So,
I mean,
good looks if that's what they're throwing their shit that way. Like, damn, what's up, Block?
I'm
I'm
just
a
saying,
bitch,
I'm
but I'm
not-
fine as hell.
I'm not taking the fact that she's a 10 over the fact
Right,
that she
no.
has a shitty ass fucking
For sure.
you know, like
Sure. But
I
I
don't
mean,
deal with that.
it's
I'm
one
not
thing.
dealing
It's
with
one
this
thing
shit.
to say that now, but like 7 drinks in the club, son, and this 10's kind of
Oh,
being
yeah, you
bitchy to you,
smashing.
but at the same time, you know she wants it.
I mean, but there's a difference between smashing and like, you know what I
But,
mean?
like,
And
you
not-
gotta-
She's
you
not
gotta
in the
clarify.
club,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
She's not in the
Clarify.
club.
Not
You
in the
said
club.
she turned into a...
At night,
she could be, yeah. No, she
No,
could
just-
turn
turned
into
into a
this
bear.
is-
No,
we're
this
talking
is-
general-
we were speaking outside of the
yeah,
question.
yeah, we were
Just
speaking outside of the
my
question.
man being-
I'm just saying, no, because I'm saying, no, dead ass though. Like if
like,
a girl
you
is,
10, you bitch, fuck away from
yeah,
me, bitch.
I mean,
fuck with that.
she could be bitchy. That does. I never said I wouldn't smash. I never said that.
But there'd be no relationship.
But there would
There's
be,
no
yeah.
nothing long.
I just know how far to keep you. Like that's it. I can't deal with that shit like at all. I'm good on
Yeah, I
that.
feel you.
But yeah,
fuck with that.
I would absolutely smash.
Same.
But like, yeah.
So we were
I
all in
smashed that, but she's a
in
bitch, so-
agreement. We'd still date and smash, and everything would be all good. Yeah, we have no problems with that at all. That seemed
No.
pretty easy for the most part. Like, yeah. Well, what does that say about us? I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
DM us and let us know. What
we'll
you think
do
that
we'll
says
do
about
brunch
us.
and day clubs all day, but we're not leaving.
Facts. I'll catch you at Angel of M.
All right, last question. You ready?
Yeah.
If you were murdered, who would the most likely suspect be?
If I were murdered, who would be the likely suspect?
I mean, we're pretty likable, agreeable dudes. It's
Yeah.
not like we have a lot of enemies out there that are.
I was gonna say
Gunning-
my
not that I
ex,
know
but don't
of
think she's
anyway.
gunning- I don't think she would
I mean,
kill
yeah,
me.
that's pretty wild.
I don't think she would want to kill me.
But I mean, if you got murked, they would have to hit her up and be like, "What happened with y'all? Why didn't that work? You okay? You mad at him? You kill him? The fuck you do?"
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say my wife.
I mean, that's usually
Yeah.
don't they say that's the
I
the
would-
spouse
yeah,
is the
probably
most
my spouse. Yeah, my girl.
likely suspect?
I can't think of any other reason.
for anyone
That
to
I
want
would
to
get
kill me.
murked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than
anyone
like
for
a
one-
random
besides, like, a
one-off
random,
situation.
Yeah, robbery or some shit.
Some dumb shit like that. Yeah.
So
that
I
had
was-
nothing to do with you, really.
I
Yeah.
did think about that too. But like when I was younger, and I mean like younger, like elementary school, middle school, I was kind of a dick to a lot of kids. And I
Okay.
feel like if one of them, had like sort of that Steve Buscemi, Billy Madison
There's a list with
going-
you
yeah,
on it.
yeah. Like I wouldn't be shocked if that happened. Like as I got older and once high school hit, like I was not a dick and I knew that I was a dick when I was younger, and I was pretty much cool with the majority of people that I knew, but maybe I missed somebody that still holds that grudge. And you know, people remember things that fuck with them a lot more than we do. Like, has anyone ever told you anything like, "Hey, I remember the time you did this," and like clearly it impacted them in a way that they remember this, and you're like, "No, I don't have any fucking idea
Yeah,
about
I
any of
had
this."
one
So like,
person.
I'm sure like there's something I've done or something I've did, and somebody's probably pissed about it still. Like, I hope not. I hope that's not the case, but like, I really don't think Ash would kill me unless she like Phil Hartman me in my sleep, because that's the only way she's fucking getting me.
I had one person come at me after mad years.
Why?
It was like
What'd you
just
do?
after high school,
What'd you do?
and we went to elementary school together, and she was like, "Oh, you used to call me rat girl and all this shit."
Like I'm saying, shit like that. Like
that.
stupid.
It was
We
like,
were
oh, my bad.
stupid,
I was-
mean kids.
I was a kid.
Bro.
Yeah, like, what
I
the
was
fuck?
hanging with kids that
Fucking bully.
that were mad bullyish.
I
Yeah,
don't remember doing it to her face, but apparently I did.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Little things like that impact people that we don't even
Yeah, you don't even think about.
think about twice. Didn't even stop in the moment.
I would still think there's no one that that I've done anything that was bad enough for that long.
And same here. But you never
so
know. Like, so they could
it
be
would-
sick in the head and like they're like, oh, it's Wok. Like,
Yeah,
he did it.
my fiance would probably be the only one.
Yeah. That's fair. I would be curious too. I'd be like, yo,
My
Wok got
fiance, I
murked.
will throw in there. I would throw in my ex, but we don't really talk, so there's no.
There's no
point in-
reason. Yeah. That'd be just mean
Yeah.
at this point. Y'all don't even talk. And she's like, I'm going to have him murked.
Yeah, we just. Are you? Can I pick up my daughter? Yeah, she's here. All right, cool.
All right.
That's it.
Blow your shit out when you come to pick her up. Done. Fuck.
No.
So spouses?
Yeah,
Spouse,
I mean,
like
I would be the only person.
significant other?
Look into her.
Significant other, yeah.
Yeah.
that it?
I mean,
Is that
like
your
I said, yeah, I no one else has any reason to want to kill me that I know of, like aside from like the one-off bullying, like maybe I pushed her too far.
I mean, it's quite possible. There's definitely, I always remember one girl that I ghosted.
oh, was this the college one that's still
Oh,
waiting in the
yeah,
dorm?
I mean,
Was this?
Oh, wait. No, that's two.
I've ghosted.
Okay.
I've ghosted girls. I don't think to the point where
No,
they
that's-
would want to.
that's
Nah,
three.
they move on. Okay, 3. So Charlie's Angels
Yeah.
could be coming like a hit squad to murk your ass.
I've ghosted mad girls, and girls have ghosted me. So, and I don't want to kill any of them. So, I think we're good on that.
Maybe there's that one.
I met.
hope not.
It's always girls that are like self-aware are always amazing to me. Like as far as like it amazes me how they respond. There was one girl that I met online, and obviously like, and this is back in the day, like back in like the early days of social media and shit.
Like MySpace and shit.
Yeah,
when
MySpace
that
and shit like
was
that. She
popping, yeah.
came through, and I remember in the pictures and shit, her body was dope. Her body was dope, but when she came through, it was her, but it wasn't exactly. No, she wasn't like completely off, but it was enough of a change where I was like, oh shit. But I still tried to go through with it, and when I couldn't go through with it,
They're like, nah.
she was just like, "Is it?" She was like, "No, I get it. I'm just not what you expected or something. That's fine. That's cool." Like I was like, "All right,
Like, yeah.
Okay.
yeah."
Fuck. No, I catfished a chick one time when I was like super young.
Wait,
I was
you
like,
did?
I did. I feel like she might still want to kill, but no, that was a long time ago. I was like 16. Like I just started using like AOL
Still
chat
wanna
rooms.
kill you.
Possibly. I had a really dope story and everything. Dude. It was so good. It
My
was so
man
good.
Dave was a
good.
It
catfish,
was, but then I got catfished also like
and then that felt
6 or
shitty.
7 years that that was shitty, dude. That
So
taught me
what?
a
So
valuable
what'd you do?
lesson.
What'd you
That taught me a
do?
valuable lesson.
You had a photo, like a photo that just wasn't you.
Yes, that's how that works. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Look at Neve over here, fucking learning how to catfish. Yeah.
No, I'm
that's-
just saying,
that's what
like,
I
it
did.
could've
No, I had-
embellished a little bit,
No,
but
no,
it
it was
just,
no,
it
it
just
was
like completely.
It was not me.
you.
Like it was what I would like to think that I was gonna look like when I got older, and like he had tattoos and he was a cool looking dude. Like he looked pretty badass, right?
yeah.
And like I think my backstory was like I was like a tattoo artist, so like that was my job. So I had a pretty sweet job too. So like I looked good and I had a sweet job, and I also had a son. His name was Max. I had a son named Max because that was a cool name in 1999.
Yeah,
so,
Goofy movie.
yeah.
Yep, I got you.
That's awesome.
Goof Troop just came out. It was taking the world by storm.
Yeah, yeah.
I capitalized on that. Yeah, and it went for a decent amount of time until I finally just confessed, hoping that she would want to still love me.
What was the what was the end point? Like, what was the end game there? Like, what?
The end game was like I end up confessing after a certain amount of time, and then she forgives me, and we fall in love, and that was how it was supposed to go down. But yeah, no, after I told her, like, she just was done. Like, just logged off, and I never saw her ever again after that. So it didn't end as well as I was hoping for.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Well,
okay.
lesson learned. You live and you learn, right?
You live and you learn. We were dumbass kids, I'll tell you.
Very much so. Yep. 100%.
And now you know. Now you know why I don't want to go back to being a 15-year-old.
No.
Oh shit!
Facts.
All right, so that was the last.
That was
one,
it.
right?
Yeah, that was the last question.
All right, cool.
Damn, already.
Know what it's time for.
What up, guys? Let's talk about the news.
What up, y'all?
Why not?
What up, y'all? Oh shit! This week has been kind of wild.
Yeah, I was thinking the
There's
same
been
thing.
a couple of weird things that have happened and a couple of wild. Well, this first off, this is, I don't know if y'all had a chance to check out McDonald's dropping an adult version of the Happy Meal, and I was all kind of like, what does adult mean in a McDonald's Happy Meal? I don't understand what makes it an adult Happy Meal.
It's a Valley meal
Comes
in a
with
box.
a dildo.
Yeah, like, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's just regular, like, yes. So my first question is, does it come with a dildo or some sort of adult toy?
Instead of ketchup, it's lube
I saw
packets.
an unboxing of one. S. Johnson voiceover did an unboxing.
Steven Johnson.
And it seemed like it was just, he literally just said, like, I got a Big Mac, fries, high C.
Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a value
It's for
meal.
adults, Johnny. Come on.
It's a value meal, and it comes with like a toy.
It was like a nostalgic toy. It was supposed to be like old school toys. He got some weird one that I didn't recognize, but
Right.
it should have been like Grimace and the Hamburglar, shit from like,
Yeah.
the OG, like early 90s, late 80s Halloween type toys, or just like those McDonald's characters in general. And it was just like it's like a value meal with a toy that came in a big box. It really wasn't anything too crazy.
And
So
I
I-
heard it was like $12.
Yeah.
That's so
Yes, it
stupid.
is.
That makes absolutely no sense to me.
Why
Yeah,
anyone
it's-
would want that? Why that's a thing?
I mean, I guess if you're that hard up for nostalgia, okay.
Yeah, it's a value meal because
Easy way to make money.
Sure.
I mean, I feel like the whole point of buying a Happy Meal is like to get a smaller portion, right? Like that's the only reason adults buy Happy Meals now.
True.
But I guess, yeah, if you want a toy with your value meal and you want a box with the M handle, then go for it.
Do you remember the Halloween when you were a kid? You get the little bucket where it was like a ghost or a pumpkin or a Frankenstein, and like you could trick or treat with that. That was like your trick or treat candy
we got a
holder.
lot of dope shit.
Those were
remember
fire.
that.
Those were fire.
They don't do that no more?
I mean, they might. I haven't bought a Happy Meal in a long time, dog.
Absolutely not.
Well, I know. I'm asking Watts since he has kids.
Nah, they don't. I've never seen anything like that.
Not in a minute.
right.
I buy Happy Meals all the fucking time for my kids, and for a while there,
bet,
they weren't
yeah.
even coming in the
The
signature
boxes,
box.
they just throw them in a bag with a toy and be
Yeah.
like, "Here you go."
Damn, that's grimy.
That's whack.
Word.
Yeah, that's like when I would get a
Do they
box
still
from
do
KFC
the-
and there was no box.
Do they still do the Mighty Kids meal?
It's not Mighty
Remember when they had
Kids.
that?
Yeah, it's
What
not.
was
It's
that?
not
Was that where it
those.
was a little bit more? Like it was like
Yeah.
No.
you get a medium
Like for the
fry.
teens.
No, nah, they don't do that. Shit.
I went right to Big Macs. I went from Happy Meal to like I want a Big Mac meal. Like I didn't. There was
Right.
no overlap. I knew that I was still hungry after I had a kid's meal at a certain point, and I was like, I need more.
All right, what's the next one?
Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen are apparently getting divorced.
Oh, who saw that
Yeah,
coming?
they were living separately for
Over
a
Tom
while.
returning from a retirement.
Tom's been playing poorly. Like it's reflecting in his play. It's not good. It's not good for Tom. It's not good for Tampa Bay. It's not good for Johnny
Nope.
Quest.
It's
They
definitely
need
not
to
good for Johnny Quest.
they need to reconcile this immediately.
Reconcile.
I reckon they need to reconcile this. I am in a country video.
So yeah, apparently they both hired divorce lawyers.
That's
Nothing
gonna be
confirmed yet.
Who's got more bread? Doesn't she have more bread from modeling and
She
shit and
does,
endorsements
yeah.
and all that? Like he could be taking some of her paper.
I don't know. It depends if they had a prenup or some shit.
But that was I thought that was what made them want to split up, is the fact that she is the one that wanted him to be there more for his family and his kids.
And
he
did not
tried.
want to do that.
He literally spent a month with his family and said,
Not for me.
"Nope, I'm gonna unretire. I don't want to do this."
My guys need me.
So, and for her, it's like a lot of people are saying like, but it's like, yo, he's making that money. She don't give a fuck about his money.
Yeah, she does not need
she
his
don't need
money.
it.
No,
She's worth
that's-
like damn near $500 million, right, or some shit like that.
I think she's worth about 400 million, and he's around the 250 million mark.
Yeah, so she don't give a fuck about that.
This probably isn't even, honestly, I feel like it'll be a very, I don't want to say nice divorce, but like I feel like this isn't,
Amicable?
amicable. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Very amicable. I feel like they'll be worried about the kids. It's not going to be like a Johnny and Amber type of situation. Like I feel like they're going to settle their shit like adults and move on if this is in fact happening. I don't feel like it's going to get, I don't feel like it's going to get wild. He wouldn't want that. And he's always worried about his image and how it reflects on him. And that's not something that he's prepared to do. So I'm willing to bet that it goes off without a hitch and everyone moves on.
Was he married to Bridget Moynihan, or do they just have a kid together?
I thought they just had a kid together. I don't think they were married.
Who's Bridget Moynihan?
Actress. She was John Wick's wife in the first movie. If you remember her from like the iPhone footage, she's been in a bunch of
okay.
movies. She's been in a lot of stuff. I just can't. I couldn't think of anything other than John Wick and The Recruit with Colin Farrell.
Did they get married? 3 years? No.
No, he was just clapping cheeks.
Yeah, he was just clapping them cheeks.
All right.
Just clapping.
Word.
I remember her as a model. She started off as a model. She was in iRobot too.
Yeah. She was like the scientist chick or something.
Oh,
wasn't
she was.
She
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, she's dope.
No, she's very dope. Beautiful, beautiful woman.
Yeah, he likes these model types.
Yeah, no, I feel like Bridget is doper than
I mean,
like I'm not into
Tom Brady.
that model. You know, like that real model look, like where they're just so fucking skinny.
But
and-
he wants the
no, that's for his
look at
image. Yeah,
the
no,
woman in
that
the
looks
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
no.
And
I'm
she's
saying
she's
is,
like 6'2",
he's
right?
like fucking
yeah.
6'7", right? So she's
Wait,
like
Brady's not that tall. Brady's not
I don't know.
6'7".
He's
Get the fuck
fucking
out of
tall.
here. He's like 6'2", tops. How tall is Tom Brady? Wow, you looking that shit up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
6'4".
Tom Brady height 6'4".
Damn, really? Okay, 6'4".
he's-
Shit.
I mean,
You don't look that tall. That ain't shit.
And Giselle's
Bridget
5'11".
Moynihan is 5'10".
Yeah, 5'10".
In
yeah.
heels, she's 6'2".
Oh, easy.
right there.
Easy.
You know,
She could carry me like She-Hulk, dog. I don't even give a fuck. I'm about it.
so yeah, it's looking like Tom is headed for the court system, and it, I would say it was affecting his play the last couple weeks, but this last week, Tom actually played all right. I'll say as a fan, Tom did well. He just wasn't protected. But I mean, on my fantasy, he still scored like 34 points for me. So
The scoring in
was
that
doing
league
something.
is wild. I don't even know how it works.
I don't know how that's rated.
I had
Yeah,
no
it's very
idea,
weird.
but like 4 catches and 37 yards, and they have 23 points all this. So like it's the wildest shit. But I'll digress from that. That doesn't matter at all. But yeah, no, Tom is. I feel like even like during, because he took that time off during like summer during the training camps and shit, like where he took his personal time.
was
I feel like
obvious
that was like
for
a
that.
last ditch effort to try and save this
Yeah, I think
thing.
so.
It did not work, and yeah, time to move on. Cut your losses.
In all fairness, in all honesty, in these situations, the thing that keeps these women around is the money.
Yeah,
They're generally, for whatever reason, well, I'm not saying that women aren't, able to make this money. I'm just
are you
saying,
saying?
like in a lot of these situations, the man is probably making more money, which is why they stick around when they cheat and shit like that, because
put up with bullshit
They
that
are
they
not
wouldn't
in
have.
they are not in the spotlight, in the limelight, or whatever, as much as the individual that is doing all of this bullshit. But in this case, she is the one that's the bread, and she's making all that money, and she has not worked since she hasn't worked in like the past 10 years as a model, right?
No.
Or
I think so.
pretty
yeah.
much
I don't
when
know
the
where
kids
she-
were
how
born.
She has
Yeah.
so much bread.
pretty much when the kids were born, she stopped working, and she's still worth more than him. So
That's
it's
crazy.
right, exactly. So she's just like, yo, we good with money now, just be in your fucking kids' lives. And he's like,
It's clearly it's not about the money for Tom though. Like
No, it's
football
not.
is in his bones. It's in his DNA. Like if
Yeah.
he, without it, like maybe he'll be a commentator somewhere. Maybe
he
he'll
has that deal.
be an
Well, he is.
advertiser.
He's got a
That's what
deal.
I'm saying. Like he doesn't like that's
He's already
that's
got
like
a
a
deal
re-
for
that's
when
like
he
a
retires to be
retirement
a
home for
commentator. So
him.
even
Like
being a commentator, he doesn't want to.
he doesn't want to go to that retirement home at Fox or
Yeah.
CB or wherever the fuck he's gonna go. Like that's purgatory for Tom. If he's not on that field winning, it's torture. He might as well be in a fucking Vietnam prison camp. Like he cannot not play football. I feel like he's gonna keep going now that he doesn't have a wife to even worry about. Like he's gonna
yeah,
get divorced. Like he's
that's a
got
fact.
probably 2-3 more years in him now at this point.
Yeah, all the things that
Just
are.
to spite that bitch, he's gonna be like, you know what? Watch this. Fuck.
I don't know. I think maybe it would have worked out better if that whole thing that was, the rumor that he was returning really to get traded to the Dolphins, and then he was going to get ownership of the Dolphins, because that's where they live, is just outside of Miami.
Dade County.
Yeah, so if he would have been in Miami and he would have been, owner,
He'd have his
our
foot in the
owner
door,
or whatever,
yeah.
then it would have been a little bit easier. But then when that whole thing fell apart, and now he's stuck going back to Tampa, it's not gonna work out, honey.
well, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers to their family. And if they do split, I'm sure it'll be amicable.
You saw that? You
like
saw that
It'll
meme?
probably.
That meme that Pete Davidson was licking his chops now that Giselle was
Yeah.
single. That was
Rebound
funny as a
king.
bitch. Oh, my man's waiting to swoop in, son.
Facts.
Oh man,
He's jumping in there. All right. Shortly before we started recording, it was confirmed and reported. Elon has returned back. Our boy Elon. He's apparently now he's all in. He's gonna buy Twitter. I think he just got caught out there, and he was like, "There's no way you're getting out of this, bro. You signed."
Damn. Oh, they got
It's a
him
wrap.
like that? Yeah. You think it was like a
I think
legal
so.
thing? You think he was just in it? He had to, or else there was some
He's
shit that
supposed to
was
go to
gonna
court
come
this
down.
week,
Damn.
and apparently the whole thing was I will pull through as long as the lawsuit is dropped.
Damn.
wow.
I think his
didn't
lawyer
realize.
basically told him bro, there's no
gotta
way
do it.
Yeah, you got to do that. Oh, shit. I didn't know it was like that. Like, I thought he, had a change of heart. He got his numbers from Twitter, whatever he was bitching about
Nah,
before when they pretended like it wasn't going to
I
work.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I figured
Damn.
that it was a thing where he was like, bro, you did all this, and now you have to follow through, or else you're gonna get fucked up. You're
I didn't
gonna get
realize
sued.
he signed shit and it was like that. Like I thought it was
I mean,
all
he
like a
signed the
handshake
deal to buy
and
them.
a
it
handshake
was-
and a wink.
Nah, he was on they agreed.
Shit. Because they went to the board, they took that shit to the Twitter board or whoever the fuck has to approve that shit, right?
Yeah.
He went through all the motions, right?
Yeah.
Damn. And now he doesn't even want it. Is he even gonna give a fuck about it? All that shit that he said he was gonna do, he's too busy talking shit about Ukraine and Russia to even worry about fucking buying Twitter.
You would think, but nope. This
No.
motherfucker's still
Yeah,
going in.
still getting it. I mean, I don't know. I'm still I was stoked when we first initially heard he was gonna buy it. I'm still hopeful for it. I still fuck with Twitter. People give Twitter a lot of shit, and we talk shit about Twitter. But at the end of the day, it's a quick and easy news source for me, and I enjoy the anonymity of it all.
I still don't use it very much.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my go-tos. Like, literally, it's Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
That's boom, 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 back and forth daily.
Yeah, same. I get a lot of quick, good. There's a lot of stories that I found out.
Yeah.
About.
That's probably why.
About movies, about everything, dude. Everything. If you're following the right accounts, everything breaks on Twitter immediately.
Like this story about 2-3 American Airlines flights where apparently American Airlines is trying to say it was something with one of the motors. But there's just these random moans and groans coming out over the PA system, and nobody can figure out what the hell this is.
What?
Like, it sounds like somebody's maybe in pain, but maybe in pleasure.
Maybe
like
pleasure,
these
maybe
weird
pain.
moaning sounds coming out over the system, and like the whole flight is confused. There are, you know, the flight attendants, the pilots, everybody's like, it's not us. And they tried to, you know, do some investigations and see if someone looks a little suspicious. But it's happened on multiple flights, and there's no way to hack these systems. Like, there's no Wi-Fi. It's all hardwired.
They're all local systems.
It's all hard. Yeah, it's like hardwired in the plane. There's like no like. I mean, I won't say there's no way to hack these systems, but there's no known way.
What about like feedback, like baby monitor style? How like sometimes baby monitors will pick up some bullshit. Like, but I mean, for it to happen on multiple.
But again, it's not wireless in any place.
Okay. Yeah, no, someone's fucking on those planes, and I want to know who.
Word, that shit is just weird as hell. And I found this whole like thread on Twitter where someone was actually on the flight and was live tweeting everything that was being said and told. So these were flights from Dallas to LA, another flight from JFK to LA. So long,
all sides
long
of the
flights.
country too. Like, that's not just. Wow. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Crazy.
I want to know some
Still
sort of feedback, just because audio feedback. I don't.
It's got to be
trying
something.
I'm trying to think outside the box
here. I think
here.
that's what American Airlines came out and said, is that there's what was it, a mechanical issue with the amplifier, which would raise the volume of the PA system when the engines are running. I don't know. Sounds suspect.
That's mad wild. That's the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life, actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah. I don't even understand what the fuck they were even saying. That's some stupid ass shit. American Airlines, you said?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be pumped. Like, if you're going on vacation, you and your boys are going to Vegas and you hear some bitch moaning over like she's getting smashed. You're like, all right, now this party's getting started.
Isn't there a way? Like, there has to be a way that doesn't rely on things like that, but like, something that would just throw audio. So like, if let's say somebody's fucking on a flight or some shit, and they use like these recorders or something, and it just throws it to the next speaker system or some shit like that. There has to be a way that doesn't rely on Wi-Fi, right? Like sending waves through, like within a specific amount of distance.
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, there's ways to capture audio,
but not to send,
from far away. But I don't know about to send to a speaker, because the way speakers work, it has to do with the vibration of the electrical signals that it's reading.
That's interesting.
So yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think of like a way that was.
We all are. We're all trying to make sure that nobody was fucking on
I
us.
have no idea.
No, they were fucking.
No idea. Wild ass story, but again, that's what Twitter's great at, is just introducing you to these random ass wild things that you see other people are talking about. Like this story, which was taking over Twitter, and I'm sure leaked onto the other socials. As it was a bit of a controversy over. I believe it was over the weekend. Actually, no, it was yesterday. In Paris, there was a random surprise fashion show by your boy, our favorite.
Oh man.
Yeezy. Kanye West is back in the news, making
it's Fashion
noise.
Week.
Yay.
Because it's Fashion Week, so he did a fashion show and decided to throw every model with the shirt that said "White Lives Matter."
Why though? What was the purpose behind that? Other
Maybe
than
it's for us to talk about it.
He said
other
that-
than the fact that he's a fucking media whore and he knows that this is gonna piss people off and it's gonna have my name and this fashion show.
He tweeted something or said something along the lines of like he did it because Black Lives Matter was like a bullshit farce and didn't mean shit, and he wanted to.
But like,
He wanted to. No, this isn't Dave speaking.
Yeah.
that
This is
was
what he said.
Yeah,
You're right.
That
Yeah,
was
he said,
his logic, and like he just wanted like the hypocrisy of it all. Like it doesn't fucking matter what you wear on your shirt. Something along those lines. Where I was like, I mean, I guess, but like, why? Why now? Like, what's the point of all of this?
I mean that makes sense in the fact that that people took this. There are certain people who took the phrase Black Lives Matter and monetized it and made it into what they felt was a business, and now they're all getting called out for it, going to fucking jail. And
Right.
And so I get that, but the overall message, like, bro, you're just shitting on what the message is supposed to be because of what it turned out to be politically. You know what I mean? Like,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, there's, like, I know you're Kanye West. You literally have a documentary called Genius. You're supposed to be smart, and you're still conflating Black Lives Matter, the organization, with Black Lives Matter, the movement,
Right.
Like the theme, like the statement.
The idea.
So to then come out and be like White Lives Matter,
right,
is
exactly.
like, I mean, I guess if you're trying to say that all lives matter, right? Like, get the fuck out of here. Everybody knows what Black Lives Matter actually means as a statement. And when you come out here and try to say any other lives matter, then you're basically like negating the idea of Black Lives Matter. Like, yes, we know all lives fucking matter. The whole point is that Black lives haven't mattered.
Yeah.
So we need to scream it so that you fucking realize that, hey, Black lives. I've always said that and I think I've said this on a previous show in our early days, that the theme, the slogan should have been Black Lives Matter too. Like,
yeah.
Black lives also matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Black
hello?
lives matter
Like,
as much as any other life. Like they're all
Exactly.
lives.
Because if not, these motherfuckers want to turn it into something else.
Right.
But
As if they're
but
saying
yeah.
only Black
They're
Lives
getting
Matter.
preferential treatment.
Exactly.
Yeah. People are fucking stupid, and they'll latch onto dumb shit like that. And it's like, how do you not understand? That's why, I mean, it's become like the response. So whatever, but that's why, I mean, I understand. It's like, how do all lives matter? Black lives don't matter. And obvious, you know what I mean? So all lives can't matter. Black lives don't matter. So, but yeah. And Kanye's just a fucking idiot, man. If what he released, if that's his reasoning behind it, it's 100% because Kanye just goes off of his current emotion.
Yes.
And that's it. Like he has this fucking idea because right now he feels a way, and this made sense in the moment, but he makes such a fucking grand a scale of a statement like that off of how he feels currently. And then later he'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that was obviously like my bad. You know what I mean? But it's like, so it could be that, but it could also be the fact that he is he just knows it's gonna get attention.
Bipolar. I would go out on a limb and say that
Oh, no,
Kanye
he's
is
definitely
bipolar,
bipolar.
100%.
I think he's smarter than we realize, because this shit is putting him. He doesn't care if it's good news or whatever puts him in the media. He doesn't care if it's good or bad. He just cares
wants
that
to be
there's
talked
eyes
about.
on there, and people are talking about Kanye West and Ye and Yeezy, and that in the end is what everyone just remembers, is just the name.
Yeah.
And if he stays consistently in the, like, even let's say Ezra Miller, if his was coordinated, right? Because he's not. He's actually they're actually bipolar and going through all of this shit. That's why everything is sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no rhyme or reason, and it's actually hurting their career. Someone like Kanye would do some shit like this. His name would be all over the fucking place, and then people will forget about it, or people will just not care a month from now because it's just him wearing putting a shirt up that's controversial.
Right.
And then, the next, let's not forget that he's battling Adidas, he's battling Gap, he's doing everything, and he's planning. He's planning on releasing his own shit under him.
Yeah.
So Yeezy and Kanye stays on everyone's minds, whether it's good, bad, whatever. In a few months, we won't remember. Maybe jokingly, like, remember when he did that dumb shit?
Remember when he changed his Instagram picture to Kris Jenner?
But I'm telling you,
3 days ago, that shit was funny. Actually.
but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's always strategic that at the fact that Kanye every few months he does some other shit and just puts his name
Gets
at
it
the
back
top
out
of the
there.
news.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we're due for I miss the old Kanye. Part 2.
Yeah, that's
no, this would be part
sure.
3.
Fact.
Because we still miss the old Kanye. But yeah,
Word.
I mean, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if after all this shit, after a good stint, that he ends up back with Kim Kardashian.
nah.
I wouldn't be
don't
surprised. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be. I mean, nothing surprises me with celebrities.
Right.
That's why we do
media
this
horse,
episode
media
and
horse.
this section of the show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that would
All
surprise
right,
me.
that's all I got for news.
Yo,
I mean, I don't want to talk about no world news, so we good.
Nah. We ain't got to do all that. I know we discussed this, but I want it fresh. We ain't got to hash out things we already discussed, but let's humor ourselves and discuss this as if it's the first time we're watching it, because it is the topic of conversation right now, and I want to know how the fuck did this happen? How, Sway? I'm gonna play this.
Sway?
I'm gonna play this clip for you.
Boy ain't no way boy.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man. I know. No, man, that wasn't even...
Bro,
He didn't even say nothing.
Sorry, dude.
The dude didn't even say anything. He just knew it was over. He knew he had
Sorry,
to walk
dude.
away.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say neighbors.
for reference to anyone who's listening who hasn't seen this video, it's a man going around. He went to his neighbor's house, obviously gave his address, said, "Hey, this is my name. My name is Fernando." And I live.
Wait, he was Hispanic? Wait. He was Hispanic?
Probably. Yeah.
Well, he gets a pass then. He gets a pass.
He
then.
doesn't get
I'm
a
not
pass.
even
He
mad
doesn't
at
get a
him.
pass.
Nah.
I'm not,
My
not for a
question-
hard ER. You don't get a
Not
pass
with
for
the
a
hard
hard
R,
ER.
bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
no.
but
No.
how is it that you're going to this man's door trying to sell him some shit and you drop the N-bomb, bro? Like, how do you fuck this up so fucking bad? He knew he fucked up. He knew he possibly lost his job. It's gonna go like he couldn't even fathom why he even said that.
The first thing I said to you is, why was it on the tip of his tongue like that?
Yeah.
Like that was my instant thought. Like, what? How does that even get confused? Unless that's something that you are frequently using within your vocabulary. Like, that's not, a Freudian slip. Like, that's a racist ass slip. Like, that's not even, I'm not even going to call it a slip. Bro.
I mean,
like,
it was pretty close though to the word.
And he was, is it though? Like, I've said
never,
neighbors a lot. And that's never even crossed my mind. Like, oh man, I hope I don't drop an M-bomb when I say neighbors. Shit. Actually, right there when I said neighbors, I had to like really say it slowly.
You had to really brace yourself.
But still, there's like in a professional setting, especially like he was on clearly like a sales call of some sort. He worked for a power company or whatever the fuck he said he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought the dude actually said something to Fernando and was like, "Get the fuck off my porch" or some bullshit like that. But like, he didn't even have to say. Yeah, he was just like, "Nah."
He was just
nah. I'm good. Like, he could have escalated that. Like that could have gotten.
Oh, he did worse. Is it worse at the fact that he dropped it online and it went viral? This dude, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any.
Fernando still employed by that power
those are going to
company?
start coming around. Is the what happened after this? Because
to Fernando?
Because this video is so viral right now. But this I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised if we hear that he lost his job. All this crazy shit
for sure.
I'm sure he lost his job.
Yeah, I got to play that again. My bad.
Boy ain't no way, boy.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work at Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845. Okay. So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry,
bro.
dude. Neighbors. I apologize.
I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, dude.
Yo.
All right, bro.
No, man, that wasn't even
the look of regret on like he is. You can tell that that's the one thing I will say. He genuinely looks extremely embarrassed.
The only saving, he's embarrassed that he got caught saying it by a black dude. That's what the embarrassment is. That's not a word he's unfamiliar with by any means.
And like the fact that he just stands there at the end of dude's porch, scratching his head like, yo, how the fuck
how did I botch
did
this
that
so
just happen, yo?
It was you posted the video of that dude on the Insensitive Culture story where he was in his car saying neighbors. It's like neighbors. He kept saying neighbors over and over to himself again so that he didn't fuck it up. Neighbors.
Yo, it's crazy.
Oh man.
That's such a crazy situation.
I don't know how you messed that up so bad.
I want to hear from Fernando, honestly. We have to know what was going through his mind. I mean, we could probably guess, but I want to hear it from him. I want to hear the panic.
Not that I've seen. I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has a TikTok or a social media, and he's going out to show his side.
Like we would have seen,
or at least we're gonna see it. Or at least we're gonna see it soon. Because right now, so that's the thing. Like, should the dude have reacted in a manner where he should have been upset, or did he make the right choice? Just say, nah, close the door on him and fucking and post it up.
No, he made the right choice. This
dude's life is over because that shit went viral.
For sure. And like, had that guy done anything, even if he assaulted him, punched him, like obviously that's warranted in that case if he felt the need to do that. But like, he was the bigger man. Maybe he chalked it up as a mistake. Maybe he was having a bad day. Maybe he didn't want to fuck with it. Maybe he just was like, whatever, I'm gonna let this go. And maybe if he got caught on a different day, shit would have went different. But like, I feel like that dude made the right call and just saying, you know what, not worth it. Nah, fuck off. Like, I don't need any heat. Like, you don't even want the cops coming over if you fuck this dude up.
I wouldn't know how I would respond in that case.
I mean, like, you're not black, so you can't really be too mad.
Either way. I mean, people think I'm light skinned black all the time. So if someone would have came out,
he lost his job.
Good.
He did. Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
Did he say something, or did you just find like a statement from his company, the power company?
Pink Energy reportedly lays off employee.
Yeah, that tracks.
Laid him off. I wonder if he got like unemployment though. Was
They laid him off.
Still?
Oh, so he wasn't even
laid off. He's like, we have no more work for you, but we're gonna give you a nice little package.
What the fuck
here.
is the difference between laid off and getting fired?
Fired. You don't get shit. You don't get nothing. You're fucking done. But you get laid off.
If
You
you
could
get
get
fired,
you could get
you
a
don't get-
severance
you don't-
package. You get a severance
Not
package.
always.
You could
I know
though.
people. I
though.
got laid off and I got zero.
the biggest thing that happens is you can collect unemployment when you're laid off. You cannot if you're fired.
That's facts.
At least in New York,
That's
I don't
true.
know.
I feel
no.
like that's
Absolutely
true.
true.
No,
You
I
can
feel like
collect
that's
if you've been
100%
fired.
true.
You can't collect if you.
Oh wait, no.
quit.
If you quit now, maybe that's 100%
okay.
true. Maybe yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely collect unemployment if you've been fired. So there's
Well,
really
isn't there like when if you get
layoff
fired
and
for
fire
some
is just a
wild
nice
shit,
way
though?
of saying you've been fired.
Really?
I guess.
Yeah, from a procedural perspective, there is no difference between being like typically layoffs is when there's a bunch of people, and firing is when it's like just you.
Yeah. Okay.
I think when,
But at the end of the day, everyone has been terminated.
no, but
I thought of laid off as like there's no more work for you, but we don't hate you. We don't want you to.
Pretty
we,
much.
We like you still.
when you
We
go
want
to
you
when you go to apply for a new job,
Typically, yes, there's an emotional thought behind it. But from a procedural perspective,
yeah,
there's no difference. You've both been terminated from employment.
Yeah.
You're no longer getting a paycheck.
It's facts.
You don't get no more insurance.
Facts.
And you no longer work here.
Also,
But
It
I
doesn't
think-
matter what you want to call it.
I think-
you're not getting paid here anymore.
I still
Laid
feel like
off
it's a
sounds
nicer
better.
way. I think it's a nicer way of doing it because if you go,
Oh yeah,
when you,
it's a nicer way of saying
No,
it.
but-
we're not
but,
saying, "Hey, we're firing everyone." Sorry,
But my point
you
is-
say,
You're
we're
all
laying
laid
everyone
off.
off
You're all
because we
laid
can't
off.
afford it.
my point is
gentle.
when you go to
Laid off.
look for a new job, it looks better for them to say, "Yo, I was laid
You
off."
could tell anybody that you were laid off from your last job.
yeah, but they're
not
gonna
know.
call. They're gonna call.
Like, were they
They're
laid
not
off
allowed
or were
to
they
say
fired?
anything.
Were they laid off or they? How did that?
You're
go?
not legally allowed to say anything about your employee unless except I can confirm that they worked here previously.
That's it. So why do we
That's
even give
all that you're
references?
legally allowed
why
to
do we
say.
give references then? I thought they want the dirt
they're
on you.
allowed to embellish. They're allowed not embellish, but hype you up. They're allowed to say, yeah, Joaquin did work here. He was a great employee. He was, et cetera, et cetera. But if you were a bad employee and they let you go because they had beef with you, all they could say is, oh yes, Joaquin, he worked here. He worked here from October of 2010 to November of 2012. Anything else you want to add about Joaquin? No, that's all I have to say. Okay. And that's enough for them to know there was probably something that went bad there. But you're legally not allowed to disparage an employee and say, oh, no, that motherfucker never showed up to work. And
He was
always
slacking
late.
off.
He
Yeah.
said he called people pussy. Like, it's a bad move.
in this
I
world.
was just talking about somebody. I was telling my friend somebody that we might know that that
Somebody that
left
we
his
might
job.
know.
we might both know that left their job, and before they left, they was like calling people pussy at work and shit.
I don't know
But
who
he
you're
quit
talking
at
about,
least. He
but
didn't get fired. He quit.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I think I do know who you're talking about. Oh man, good times.
Good times.
We know some amazing people that will do some random
Absolutely.
shit like that.
I can tell.
Great folks. Great folks.
All right, so let's actually get into some Hollywood. All right, so this week, we have there's been a good amount of news that has been coming out. Right now, the biggest thing is the fact that Marvel Studios has been We're taking a break. I'll redo that. Fucker. Oh, welcome back, Dave.
Johnny snuck out before the break. It wasn't fair.
That's true. It was my fault for not checking
I couldn't
in.
hold it. I couldn't hold it.
It was my fault for not checking in with you.
All good. We can do that over. We can do the HOLLYWOO again.
No, we have to leave it in there now, that the fact that you walked away.
That's fair.
All right, so this week we had a few things from Marvel happen. The biggest thing happening right now is the fact that Blade's director, Bassam Tariq, left the project just a few weeks away from starting everything.
Like principal photography and shit.
Principal
like
photography.
To get it, yeah.
Exactly.
Shit.
So he stepped away from the project just a couple weeks before then, and obviously we're all looking like, well, shit, like what the fuck? It's been Blade has been announced for a couple years now. It was announced back in 2020.
I was gonna say at least like a year and a half or so. Like it's been
right.
Decent amount of time we've been waiting for it.
I believe it's already picked up another writer for the script.
Yes.
I forgot who. I forgot to put it in the notes, but can you remember who the writer was?
No.
They definitely picked up another writer of a popular series. They're rewriting it from scratch. But it also came out that obviously Mahershala Ali is very frustrated with the production of MCU's Blade. He said the current Blade script is roughly 90 pages and features exactly 2 lackluster action sequences. So Mahershala said to be very frustrated. Said to be very frustrated with the process.
And just for reference, like a page of a script, they say, is like a minute of a movie. So they have about a 90-minute script with 2 lackluster action scenes. Like that, even the old school, Wesley Snipes, Ryan Reynolds, like Blade 3 had more badass action than that. Like,
yeah.
That's sad, dude. Like, what writer phoned that shit in and was like, this'll do for the Blade reboot? Like, that's gross, dude.
Beau DeMayo.
Fuck Beau DeMayo. Wait, no, is that the dude that left or the dude that came on?
No, that's the dude that's coming on.
Oh, okay. That's my man.
He wrote Moon Knight.
That's what it was. Yeah, he wrote
Moon Knight writer. Yeah,
he wrote Moon Knight and X-Men 97.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's
so
dope.
At least he's dope. I mean, I fuck with that writer because Moon Knight was good. They just didn't have enough.
Right.
They didn't have enough episodes to make it feel complete.
And I don't think that's on the writer, right? Like that's on Disney's.
I thought the writing was great.
Yeah, the writing was great.
Disney's like, you have this much time to do this, and like he has to make that the best that he can. And I feel like they did. He did very well with the time that he was allotted and what he was given.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that bums me out that it's this far along. Like they were just about to start filming, and like imagine if you're an actor. Like I know if I were an actor, dude, like I'd be reading that script and inside and out, like preparing and getting ready, and then they're like, oh yeah, throw all that bullshit out. We're gonna bring in another one. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I think I might be. If it is the way you're just saying, then I might be hype. I might be like, yes, because if it sucked, if you're getting ready to film, but you're like, man, they fucking mailed it in with this script. They're not giving Blade the attention it needs. I don't even want to do this movie, man. They fucking it up. And then you find out Bassam got the fucking boot, basically, walked off. And they bring in somebody else in to rewrite the whole thing from scratch. I might be hyped.
Yeah,
I might be like, you know what?
I think it was a good choice.
Fucking redo this.
After initially, I was saying like, damn, there's just so many issues that are happening with this Blade movie. But now hearing that, it very well could have been that he got a lot of backlash from the people who have read the script, the current version of the script, and the fact that they're not liking it. So then he just walks off of the project.
From what Mahershala said, it sounded like he was just upset that there wasn't more good action.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The writing could have been like the dialogue and everything could have been awesome. Like that could have been great. He could have been memorizing it and just wanted them to throw in some more action.
Come on,
and
man.
now they're like, yo,
what
we're
Marvel
done.
movie
We're done.
is like an amazing dialogue flick with zero action? Like the only one that tried to do that was Eternals. And
people hate
we
it.
know how that turned out.
How often does Marvel even have to bring in somebody to read? Like that's some DC shit where they have to totally bring in somebody new.
The original Blade didn't have amazing dialogue. It had dope ass action.
Sure.
So like,
and then
like
maybe like
back
said,
to that,
okay, maybe I was lying. Maybe it wasn't dope dialogue. Maybe he just literally wanted more action. He had his bullshit one-liners and everything memorized, and he was good to go. And now they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna redo everything. So you hold
if it only
tight
had
for
2 action
6
sequences.
Months. Yeah, no,
You can't have a Blade movie with only 2 action sequences.
That's why
man.
he
What
was-
made
that's why he
Blade
was
was so
heated.
lit is that very first scene in the whole movie where he's murking people with all the blood draining down. Man,
from the
come on.
sprinkler system.
You gotta meet that and go beyond, especially if you know this werewolves movie that's coming out this month.
Soon,
It's a movie, right? It's a
like-
Disney Plus movie.
It's a
3 days, isn't it? This
Call
like
it
the
a
7th.
Yeah, when that special comes out, like it's supposed to be super like
Gory.
horror, super gory. They never like pushed back. Dude was saying he just kept on going and going, and they never pushed back and said, that it was too much. That's what we need Blade to be like, and hopefully he gets pulled into that project because I'm only hearing good things about that werewolf shit.
I'm excited to watch it. Honestly,
That was probably
I wasn't
the
very
least.
pumped for
Yeah,
it when
that was
I saw
the
the
least.
trailer, and she was
I'm like, what the fuck is
what
that?
is it? Yeah, some
Right.
is Benicio del Toro in this? I feel like that was the first thing I thought when I saw that bullshit.
Oh man,
But we'll see.
we'll see. But they definitely need to step up. Like if that's what they're trying to do with Blade, which I don't know. I'm with you on that, Johnny. The fact that maybe this was a good thing. The fact that he walked off, they're
gotta be a
redoing
good
the
thing.
script, and they just weren't meeting eye to eye on shit. Fine, fuck it. Let's get everybody the fuck off of this. But we need to. It's also not such a great thing that now they're gonna have to rush the process.
I mean, when is it coming? It's like 2024 or some bullshit. Like, isn't it? We still Johnny. You said we still had time. You're like, if it wasn't so far away, I would be nervous or some shit. But you're like, yeah, no, we got time before Blade drops.
I believe it's 24. Yeah.
So yeah, I still don't think that we're crunched for time or anything. I feel like if anything, they probably started it earlier than I thought they would have, and they have the time to let these
I'm actually
script changes
surprised
to
that
go
they were
through.
about to start principal photography.
Yeah,
Unless the
Depends.
24 date is a delayed date.
right.
Yeah, it would have been sitting in edit for a while.
Nah, but I'm excited. I'm hoping that that is good news for the Blade series. I'm hoping that they know where they were going wrong on that, and that we actually get a better movie in the end, because the standalone, at least the original 2, I'd give it the 2. The third one was trash with Ryan Reynolds and shit.
Yeah.
But at least those first 2 were dope. Definitely the first. We want to match that first movie though, because that being in that vampire world and him being the Daywalker and all that shit, that was just a dope ass fucking premise, and that shit deserves some gore. We need some gore. We need Marvel to take more of a chance on that. Like start getting away
Oh, you want Marvel to be more like DC?
not
Darker.
like DC, not like DC. I guess with certain properties, they have to know when to cater to the kids and when to cater to the adults, and then there are the movies that bring them together. But they need to have that balance, bro. Everything can't be just bubblegum kids movies. You know what I mean? That are okay for kids to watch.
It's been working.
I mean,
They've been banking.
They're starting to do it with because Deadpool is going to be rated R and all that, and he has to be a part of the MCU and all of that. So they're I think they're playing around with it.
Delicate with
honestly, I'm still. I mean, I keep saying this about the MCU, but I'm thinking the MCU is they're fielding shit out. They're just like getting a feeling for what works, what doesn't work, what can we get away with, what can't we get away with. Especially with like a lot of people are talking shit about these TV shows. The TV shows is still a fairly new thing when it comes to MCU. Even though we had Daredevil and all that, and obviously even the Netflix shows, all of them did not fucking work. So we got a couple of good ones, and then we got a bunch of shitty ones. We got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., all of the other shitty ass shows that nobody paid attention to.
Yeah.
Right. Only a few people, but because it wasn't directly correlated to everything, and it wasn't in the main limelight.
Agent Carter.
Agent Carter.
Oh.
Right.
Jesus
Things like that were a part of this of the MCU all along. Right. But no one really. It
They're
wasn't
blemishes
mainstream
that we forgive because they were. Like you said, they were feeling it out. They were trying.
They were feeling it out, but nobody's bringing that up when they're talking about how much DC or how much MCU is tanking, right? How all the shit that did not fucking work, because all they focus on is the shit that did work. So I don't know. I feel like we're in a phase where they're testing out a lot of shit, and then by the time we get to like the major movies, it'll all work again. So. But and I'm hoping Blade is one of those movies, because I fuck with that Blade franchise. You cannot drop the ball with Mahershala Ali coming into the MCU. You just can't do it. But I can understand his frustration anyway.
I mean, he's an actor. He's not like he's like a Christian Bale type of guy. Where like they're lucky that he's fucking here right now. Honestly, like. And they're going to fuck around with like a half-ass script and be like, all right, I guess we'll phone it in for Mahershala. Like, that seems like a crock of shit to me.
Yeah. But speaking of the MCU, Avengers Secret Wars has received their writer. They've gotten their writer. So the Loki writer, the writer of Loki, Michael Waldron, has been assigned to write Secret Wars. I'm excited for that shit.
I fuck with Michael Waldron too.
Okay.
Loki was fucking fire.
Yeah.
Man. Loki was fire.
That was a well-written show.
And I'm super excited for season 2.
And Waldron looks like Henry Cavill with the mustache, so I don't know, it rubs me the right way. I enjoy that.
You're just partial to mustaches, Dave.
I mean, Henry, he pulls it off.
So he's the creator. Let's see. I forgot he was attached. Oh, he was also the writer of what the fuck? I'm pulling it up here.
He wrote some Rick and Morty too for the Rick and Morty fans out there.
He has, but more importantly, what's your show? Miss Marvel. There you go. He was a writer for Miss Marvel.
That's Johnny's show?
Yeah. Johnny loved that show.
Yeah.
Thought it was a good show.
I never thought of it as Johnny's show though. Like it's a good show.
I mean,
I was the only one that was hype about it.
Yeah, he was hype about it every week.
Yeah,
that was Johnny's show.
And that's why now he has She-Hulk, which he's the opposite about every week. He's like, this is some bullshit.
Because there was substance in one.
Where the fuck is Matt Murdock? Where the fuck is Daredevil?
I've learned to just kind of like accept She-Hulk for what it is.
That's all you needed to do, baby.
It's not a typical.
Nope.
It's not an MCU show.
Nah.
I mean, it's part of the MCU universe, but I guess the more that I watch it with my wife and see her
enjoying
like
it,
laughing at shit that I find dumb and annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess it's fine.
This is okay. I'll humor the wife for
what you need to think about
half hour a week.
What you need to think about is they're accounting for the amount of nerds and people who are fans that have been dragging their significant others to watch these movies, forcing them to watch all of these movies. And they're like, "Oh yeah, babe, we love it," but whatever.
This
they
is for
threw
the
in a show
others.
that was for the significant other that has There's really no right. Like they really did milk fucking the fact that Daredevil is in this show and hasn't appeared
They
yet.
made it seem like it was a season long.
Oh, they made it.
Bro.
They made it.
Livid.
Yeah.
I told you. I
Livid.
mean, I knew. I knew.
I was
his
I was
moment
misled. I was
is gonna be
misled.
weak as fuck. They've already leaked what the moment is, and it's more about some like romantic flirting shit between the two of them, which
I
just
already
makes
thought
me
that.
even less care
Right.
about what he does. And it's
the
more
point-
about like I at this point I'm like 99% sure that when he shows up on the screen, she's gonna look at the camera and be like, "This is what you were waiting for, huh?"
That I would turn it off. I would just stop it.
There's
I
no
can't.
way that doesn't happen. The
You're
way
right.
that she does it
when that
for
happens,
every other part.
yeah. She's
When
so
freaking
self-aware.
Wong shows up, she's like, "Yeah, you love this, right? Like you care more about Wong than you care about me," type shit.
But we love when Deadpool does that. I love when Deadpool
But
breaks
she
the
does
fourth
it too.
wall. But
Apparently, she does it a lot in the
Yeah.
comics, just like Deadpool. So it's
Yeah, no,
not
but-
a surprise. But
I don't.
I know she's gonna drag us when Matt Murdock shows up. She's just gonna dig into the fact that we don't care about
But either way,
her story.
this show caters to exactly that. Like it is
Yeah.
like a woman driven show, obviously, kind of like a Sex in the City, where the same type of like comedy, dating, and these little things that you know, it's well written for that style of show. It's entertaining enough, but there's no depth to it. Yeah. It's just literally walking through her love life every week and a day in the life kind of thing.
Basically.
And that's it. That's literally it. But there's the small aspect of superhero enough.
We could
keep
see
us in there.
Daredevil. Let's watch. Let's tune
No,
in.
but even then, it's
Come
just
on,
like
it's coming.
it's all the cameos. It's not. I get it. There's no substance to the show, but the overall feeling of it, I don't absolutely hate it. Like it doesn't make me feel like I'm dragging.
No.
Like, I gotta sit
yeah.
through this episode again. Like I don't feel that way. It has.
I'm
some
the
moments.
least excited of all the shows I watch. I'm the least excited to start that. Like I can feel it when I watch it. I'm like, okay, here we go. It'll surprise you, Dave. That's what I have to tell myself. Like,
I
you're
just
gonna
forget.
like this.
I forget that it's. Oh yeah, okay. I have to watch She-Hulk.
I don't tell myself that. I don't say that to myself when I watch C or when I watch Handmaid's Tale. Like I'm stoked to watch those, and I'm like, all right, here we go. It's go time. Right. I have to talk myself through She-Hulk. When
it really is though. It really is like they're like every show that they come out with in the MCU is just like a different genre. Every single show is a different genre that they're playing around with.
Yeah.
And everyone's just expecting action. Everything has to be action, has to be the biggest fucking show of the year. Action. No, they're fucking around with it.
I don't expect action. I expect depth.
I'm just saying the
honestly.
majority of people.
That's what I expect. When I watch a Marvel show, I expect creativity. And like
some of them are deeper than others. But in all honesty, the depth came with Loki.
Right. They set that depth bar really high with Loki.
Yeah.
And then everything was just like
down. I mean, even they said it with WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was it was still like an action-esque buddy cop kind of TV show. Everything has a different genre that it falls into, and they're fucking around with that. I think everything they're getting everyone used to the fact that they're not all gonna have the same fucking feeling. And they're not all going to cater to the audience.
I get it.
But whatever. I don't know. But speaking of all that, since we're still on Marvel, one of the biggest rumors going around right now, we all know that William Hurt passed away, and he played the
general or whatever.
Yeah, Thunderbolt. General Thunderbolt, or right, some shit like that. What was his name?
Oh yeah, no, I don't remember.
What was his name?
No idea.
I don't have no idea.
Well, I
It
want
definitely
General,
wasn't Thunderbolts.
No,
Was
no,
it
no.
William?
General Ross.
Was his name William?
General Ross. Oh, was his
General,
name? My
okay.
bad. I'm just thinking. I don't know.
General
But we knew that he was supposed to be the leader of the Thunderbolts, and eventually he was supposed to turn into
Thaddeus
Red Hulk.
Ross.
He was supposed to turn into Red Hulk and all that shit. Like that's what people knew forever. And now that we know that we're getting a Thunderbolts movie, everybody's like, well, what's going on with that? The biggest rumor right now is that they are thinking of recasting him, and the number one actor that they are thinking to recast him with is Harrison Ford.
Really?
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford is on board with this, or are they just throwing that name out
The fuck
there?
else is he doing?
Being rich and enjoying being an old fucking man. Like, what the fuck? Like, he just crashed a plane like a year ago. Like, the dude is
That's true.
on death's door, and they need him to
He
be
is
in
doing
fucking-
Indiana Jones.
I mean, he is doing Indiana Jones. Yeah.
How good is it going to be, though?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm just telling you that he's still acting.
Yeah, no, I get
He's
it.
doing it.
He's
You
still
know,
doing his shit.
he's still present while he's acting. Yes, I get this. I understand that he shows up and he acts, but isn't
So he wouldn't not take the role, is what I mean. by that.
Yeah.
it seems like he just doesn't give a shit like about anything. So like, why would he even bother? Like, I don't even think he likes acting. Like, just from seeing Harrison Ford like interviews and shit, like he doesn't give a fuck. Like, why does he do this? He doesn't enjoy it. He hates it. He has money. Though. He doesn't need money.
He probably
Harrison Ford
hates.
is not
never enough.
He probably hates just not doing anything more. Like
where we
retiring.
differ.
I mean, yeah. You just want to be home. I get it. We get it.
I just want to do nothing.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you have to do something in order to get a paycheck. And when you've been doing something like acting for your entire fucking life, sometimes, in most cases, people develop that passion for it, and they get used to these routines. And when you don't, or it could even just be that, like maybe he doesn't really care about acting so much, but for months at a time, he's doing something, and it's better than just sitting at home doing nothing.
As long as he brings it when he's acting still and doesn't like phone it in for a
seems
check,
like
I'm cool with that. Like, I mean, what has he done? I haven't seen him in anything recently. Like, what has
Star
Harrison
Wars
Ford
was
done?
the last thing I
yeah,
saw him in.
exactly. And like I felt like he didn't want to be there the whole fucking time he was on the screen, bro.
Now and then,
I'm sure he was.
That
but
cell
that was the
phone
last
movie
thing
where
that we
like
saw.
somebody had his family hostage over the cell phone, wherever that bullshit
When the
was.
fuck was that?
Yeah, exactly. When the fuck was that?
Oh man.
let's see what. He was in the Call of the Wild.
The fuck
The
is
fuck
that?
is that?
The Call of the Wild.
I've never seen the Call of the
Yeah,
Wild.
no, I mean,
It's a guy traveling through Alaska, and he's got the dog. He was like an old man,
Oh, I've never seen it.
sled dog.
is that like a classic
Call of the
remake?
Wild
Or
is
said
like
something?
this-
a big.
Is
It's
it a book?
Like a book that I had to read in elementary school.
Damn,
Oh,
no,
I never read that.
we
book.
read Where the Wild Fern Grows or whatever that bullshit was called.
Well, that too.
Where the red fern grows, that's what it was called.
and where the wild things are.
And Where the Wild Thing, yeah, we read both them shits.
At different times.
Oh man.
Facts.
Yeah, Blade Runner, obviously, Secret Life of Pets too. He
Blade
was the-
Runner, Sleeker Lives of Pets, Star Wars, Call of the Wild.
I feel like he
1923. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
he brought it the most in Secret Life
was-
of Pets too. Where he was that like sheepdog. He really
yeah.
fucked in that movie. That was a good. I could tell he wanted, because he didn't have to do anything. He was in a
Yeah.
booth recording his bullshit, probably chilling in some moccasins.
Is that his current? Oh man, he looks so fucking old.
That's
for
what I'm
Indiana
saying,
Jones.
bro. You're gonna hear bones crack. Like, I'm 36 and my knees crack.
I wasn't.
1920. Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
happy
so,
about that.
so you know that show Yellowstone, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they have a prequel show
Yeah.
that's like 1863 or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
So apparently, there's a follow-up to that called 1923, and Harrison Ford is the lead actor.
Jesus Christ. How many spin-offs of this bullshit-ass fucking Paramount show
He's
are
so
we going to
angry
have to
today.
fucking
Taylor Sheridan,
sit
man.
through?
He's going to continue writing and writing and writing.
Oh, man. Mads Mikkelsen is also in Indiana Jones.
I fuck with Mads Mikkelsen.
That's
He
why I
wants
said
to
it.
be there.
That's why I
That's
said
my
it.
man's. Fuck with Mads.
Uh,
But these Yellowstone spin-offs just get me heated. I'm not
never
about
seen
that.
Yellowstone.
They
I'm
get
not
me heated
about
because I
that.
want him to go back to Mayor of Kingstown. Like, keep finishing that up, man.
Okay.
That was a dope-ass show.
I've never seen Yellowstone.
You good?
I have no desire.
No.
I don't even know what it's about.
And I fuck
but
with
yeah,
Kevin
I don't-
Costner too. Isn't that the Kevin Costner
Oh.
show? Kevin Costner's like the
Yeah.
main
Oh,
guy in that,
no.
and I
I'm
love
definitely
Costner.
not watching it with no fucking Kevin Costner. Ugh.
What you got against Kevin Costner?
I've never liked Kevin Costner
Why?
as an actor.
Why?
I don't know.
Is he bad?
Probably
Is he a
because
bad
all
actor?
probably because every single one of his movies are drawn out fucking bore fest.
Yeah.
That sounds like some racism to me. Some fucking white people, Kevin Costner. White people, Kevin Costner racism. Is
There
what
are
that
plenty
is.
of white people that I support with my
But
with
not
my-
Kevin Costner?
No, not Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner sucks. Unpopular opinion, I guess. But he's
Yeah,
always
that
always
is- that's very
That's
unpopular.
a good Kevin Costner flick I could find on here.
unpopular opinion amongst the whites.
Feel the dreams, baby. Feel the dreams.
Yeah.
Tin Cup.
That was
Tin
that
Cup.
was a bore fest.
There
too.
was a
Drown
Kevin
out
Costner
both.
movie.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. That wasn't
okay. It's
terrible.
okay.
There was
That was
a little
okay.
action
Yo,
in that.
all of these movies that you are naming right now are long, drawn out dramas.
The Postman.
Yeah, the Prince of Thieves was a little bit. No.
Not the Postman. I was just proving his point for him. I was trying to help him out because he sounds whack as fuck right now. So I was trying to throw him a bone real quick.
Oh man,
He's drowning in
Damn, there was a
Costner.
Field of Dreams too.
and he was in it.
Hatfield? No, that was.
Ooh, Hatfields and McCoy's was dope.
Hatfields and McCoy's is dope.
Yeah, but that was a little drawn out.
There was a movie. There
Jack
was a,
Ryan, Shadow Recruit.
he
The
barely,
Bodyguard.
barely did anything. I feel like in that movie. Oh, Bodyguard was dope. That was a dope movie where he was
fuck
eating
outta
the he
here.
was eating the peach with a knife. That's how I eat my peaches now because of
still-
Kevin
I
Costner and
still-
the Bodyguard.
Fucking nice ass. He only had to do like one movie a year.
I mean, yeah, you're
Maybe-
fucking you're Kevin Costner, bro.
Yeah, that's baller.
The one movie that he's in that I see here that I
The
have
Untouchables.
to watch.
There you go.
Untouchables was good.
Oh yeah.
The Untouchables was a
Oh,
fire ass
and
movie.
and 3 Days to Kill was fire.
He did go down like into his earlier movies in the 90s. He was like a criminal on the run and he kidnapped a little boy and they became like friends and he protected this little boy
I think we
as
talked
he was
about that.
Yes, we did cuz
That
I
doesn't-
fuck with this movie hard.
that doesn't
doesn't
mean
sound
you
like
have
a
to
good
fuck
movie.
with his whole entire.
Nah, but
fucking career.
Kevin Costner brings that shit, bro. He brings it hard. I don't know what it
Wait, he
was.
kidnaps
called.
a little boy. He brings
It
it
was
hard.
post
I don't
Field
know.
of Dreams.
yeah, I know. That doesn't sound.
Post dances with wolves.
Post dance.
A perfect world. A perfect world. That's
You
what it
mentioned
was.
This. I have to watch this.
It really was. And I was a kid when I saw that movie, and like I put myself
might-
in the position of the kid getting
Wyatt Earp.
kidnapped. Ooh,
Wyatt Earp,
yeah,
that was a good movie.
those were good.
But for the most
That was
part,
a little-
for the
it was
most
good,
part,
but it was mostly drawn out.
yeah, 3,000 Miles to
I mean,
Graceland.
he's
I
no
remember that
Tom
was a good
Cruise,
one.
but the dude
He has some.
fucking-
He has
he's
some good
fucking-
movies,
You can't just
but
come out and hate on. I won't stand for that Kevin Costner hate, son.
nah,
it's not
he-
going to stand.
He's had
on this
he's
pod.
had very very far and few in between some movies that fucked, but a majority of his movies are long drawn out like dramas that I was not with. I
You
was
don't
not
like those
fucking
slow
with
burns.
as
You're not a
kids.
slow burn.
I'm not a
I
slow
was a
burn
slow
person.
burn kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still a
I
slow
fuck with
burn
them.
person. You
I'm
still,
still
you
a slow burn kid.
Yeah, you fucking love Daniel Day-Lewis. That is the slow burn fucking star. Like everything that he stars in is slow burn.
No, that doesn't get better than There Will Be Blood. I'm sorry.
I'm just
It just
saying.
doesn't.
I'm
Gangs
just
in New
saying.
York, you can't shit on Daniel. Is that where we're going right now? Are we shitting on Daniel Day-Lewis? Because I'll fucking let's do it right now, bitch. It's
No, I
You'll
fuck with
lose.
Gangs in New York.
Bill the Butcher.
I'm not even gonna talk about There Will Be Blood, but let's because that was definitely a slow burn, but it was good. It was good. It was still a slow burn.
Yeah, sure. Agree to disagree.
I still have to watch Hidden Figures. He was in that. Like, I want to watch that.
Oh yeah, no, that was actually really
he was
good.
in
Yeah,
that.
no, I fucked
Yeah,
with that, and I didn't expect to. That was something that me and Ash watched together, and
It
I really
looked really
I
good.
saw that. It was good.
incredibly inaccurate, but it was a great movie.
I mean, you know, they gotta.
Yeah, no, you got to make white people look good still.
Yeah.
I get it.
Wait, it was inaccurate?
Yeah, I mean, there was a
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
I mean, not incredibly, but like there was a lot of things that happened in the movie, like him tearing down that bathroom sign. Like that bullshit never happened. That was all for the movie, and that was like one of my favorite parts of the fucking movie. So
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
I
you don't
saw
remember
that.
that was like the
I saw that on socials, and that's what made me say, "Oh fuck, I have to watch this movie."
yeah, and that was just for the movie,
Yeah,
but
I'm sure.
still great movie. Hidden Figures, dope.
Sure.
Oh, this is Kevin Costner tangent, bro. That's out of control.
I wasn't a fan. My bad. Sorry. I'm sorry
know, I know.
that you know I offended your people. But Kevin Costner,
I have to jump in to defend.
his name is up there with the greats on some people's list. But for me, yeah, Kevin. If you ask me who my top, like who the top actors are in my opinion,
John Leguizamo.
I would not name Kevin Costner
Who would you
or
name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Denzel. Nah, I put Denzel up there too. I'm just playing.
Just because of they're slow burn kings.
I mean, Denzel.
That doesn't mean they're bad actors.
Denzel got
I
some
just
slow
wasn't
burns.
into it.
That ain't all Training Day, son.
Yeah, they're not all water worlds.
Thank God. Thank God they're not all Waterworld. I can't stand behind Waterworld. I fuck with Kevin Costner, but I don't abide by Waterworld by any means.
Oh man,
It's been a while since I've seen it. I got to rewatch through.
I got to rewatch
my,
a lot of those.
my 30s lens. I don't think I've watched it.
I was thinking
Long
that
time.
about as we were going through Kevin Costner movies. I'm like, maybe now as an adult, I have to go through and watch these movies, and maybe I might appreciate them a bit more.
Some of them maybe, but probably not. If you didn't originally, no, they're not.
No.
They're not going to creep up there on you.
Even Prince of Thieves, I remember being like really fucking slow.
No, I
burn
fucked
as a
with
kid.
that one. I didn't like the Russell Crowe one. Wasn't there a Russell Crowe Robin
Oh,
Hood that
yeah,
came
no, I
out? That
didn't
was
watch that.
trash. Like, nah.
What was that?
Wasn't that the one with Jamie Foxx?
Yes. Well, no, wasn't that a special? No, that was the one with the dude from Kingsman, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, nobody
Terrible.
even wanted to
No,
watch that.
exactly. Yeah. And I love that dude. Like, that's my homie, but I didn't fuck with that movie at all.
Nah, I can't fuck with just everything.
Unless
you-
it's Kevin Costner.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
I know nothing. I didn't say anything.
Have you guys started watching Dahmer?
I haven't yet,
No.
but the memes make me feel. And I mean, I'm familiar with
I'm not
I've
gonna
watched
watch that shit.
documentary.
You're
after
not gonna watch it.
documentary
You've
about
already
Dahmer.
you've already admitted you're not gonna watch it at all.
Nah. I with all the shit that I have
He
to
doesn't.
watch.
He doesn't have the time to watch that. It's not a choice.
It's-
He doesn't.
Even
literally,
if I mean, one, Netflix doesn't. I prioritize all my watching by what shows up in the Apple TV app under my up next. Netflix shows don't show up, so I always have to remember to go and open the Netflix app to watch the shit that's on Netflix. So that's one, and then two, like you said, time is an issue. I gotta
yes.
get as much as I can watch. I know 100% if I watch the show, it would only be me watching it. And it just doesn't interest me that much. From what I've seen, I feel like I think I've got enough of the story, and
We know
I'm sure,
the Dahmer story.
I can appreciate his acting through the trailer, and that's enough for me to be like, oh, I'm sure he does a good job. But I don't need to see it. I'm good.
It's so good.
It's a weird ass creepy show that
It is. It is.
I'm good.
I mean,
There's no interest there.
I've seen a couple of episodes. Still, I have to go back, but it's like my girl is just like, man, that show was just so creepy. It's great acting, the tone, Like everything, they made everything feel very eerie, creepy. It's definitely a show you should check out, especially now in October where
Creepy time.
Yeah,
it's nice
creepy
to watch
time.
those scary, eerie
Yep.
things. I mean,
yeah.
we watched that bullshit all year round, but like it feels more appropriate at this time of year when the leaves are turning and it's fallish.
Yeah, I definitely I think you should.
I'm more
give it a
apt
shot.
to watch something scary now.
First episode. Just
for
watch
sure.
the first episode.
I know a bunch of people that watch the first episode and they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to keep watching this. That made me feel
it's-
uncomfortable."
It's
Like-
it makes you feel very uncomfortable.
And Evan Peters is just like an uncomfortable dude. I feel like
He
plays
amazing.
it probably too well, honestly.
Yeah, he does
But
an
good for
amazing
him.
job.
Good
Does
for
an
him.
amazing job. Y'all fucking with anything right now?
What am I fucking with? What have I been watching that we don't talk about?
Why you think
on
about
the
that?
reg?
The one thing that, I mean, as long as our audience doesn't know that we talk about it on the reg, you're good. But the one thing we're definitely not fucking with is this fucking Monsters reboot.
No, and I saw the trailer for that recently.
trailer was
and it
trash.
It looked bad, like the opposite of what I thought it should look like, and it just didn't seem like Rob Zombie. I was shocked at how terrible it looked when I saw it. Like, if it had looked like, House of a Thousand Corpses, like even a little bit, like gave me that vibe, but no, not at all. I was unfucking with it.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that. I guess they're doing a whole Hellraiser reboot on
That looks
Hulu
dope.
coming out soon.
That looks dope.
Yeah, I mean from the small things that we see and like the new Pinhead and shit, I might fuck with that. I don't know, man. I've been really leaning towards more of the scarier shit. I've been fucking with a lot with more of that stuff, like just watching. I want to, if I had like, if my again, time is always a fucking issue. And most of the time that I watch something, it's with my girl. My girl does not want to watch scary shit. This is about the time I want to watch scary
It's
shit.
like the only time I want to watch scary shit, honestly. Like, I'll watch
I'll watch it all
horror-themed
year
or like
round, but-
murder shit all year round, but like I'm actively looking for scary shit at this time of year. Like if I'm surfing the channels and I see Halloween on like some, AMC or something, I'm going to let it ride and just be like, fuck it. It's that time of year. Like, cause other times, like I don't, like I'll watch murder documentaries and shit that's dark. Like I love dark shit. I'm a dark dude, but like the campy, corny, cheesy, murdery Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street type bullshit. Like it's, I don't know, it just, it feels right.
Did you
around
watch?
this time of year.
Did you watch that series? How I think it's like how movies how
The movies that made us, like the
movies that
Halloween,
made
like the
us,
horror
yes.
movie. Yes, absolutely.
because they had all of the Halloween stuff,
they
or
had
all
all
of the
the
horror
yep.
movies behind the scenes.
Yeah, I
It's
fuck with that
crazy.
hard, bro.
It's
I love
crazy to see.
That's
the,
the
shit
kind
that
of
they went
shit that
through.
I like to see at this time of year. Like
Yeah.
that type of shit, bro.
But it's dope to see the behind the scenes of when they were, like all the decisions that were made prior to or to make this movie while filming that ended up making this movie a cult classic.
Yeah. Some things that you think were choices and were not. They were necessities. they
just
had
not.
no choice. Like
No.
that was how it had to be, or it wasn't going to get done.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of things like that.
John Carpenter like wanting a very specific camera that allowed you to like glide and shit for certain angles.
Yeah.
Like
John Carpenter's Vampires, right?
but John Carpenter did Halloween.
He did, yeah. I think the original Halloween.
That's what I'm
right?
talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
For Halloween. Mike
Oh,
Myers.
okay. I
He
was thinking
wanted-
of John Carpenter's Vampires, like the movie that he made.
No.
It was like a
for
90s.
for Halloween, he wanted a very specific camera, and it was all in there.
Slow, like first person.
It was the first
Yeah,
person camera, and he wanted it. He spent like most of his budget on that camera because he said like this is going
This
to
is
make
it.
this
This
movie.
is what's gonna sell it.
Yeah, and in the end, he was right. But it was like a new technology at the time, and he put all of his stuff on that, and like little shit like the mask that they had originally,
Right.
just wasn't wasn't scary enough. And,
They used the Shatner mask, right?
the Shatner mask.
Just like,
painted
did they
white.
flip it inside out and flip it white? It was very smooth.
Yeah, something like
they
that.
did something weird with it. Yeah, but it was a William Shatner mask that they ended up using. And you can totally see it once you know that. And like you look at it, you're like, oh shit, how did I not know that?
Oh man. But those are those little things. It's interesting to watch that. I like all of them. You know, we're talking about the Halloween or the scary movie versions of that, but they had it with Home Alone. They had it with Ghostbusters. It's a whole series that has the behind the scenes on all of these movies.
Yeah, they have the Halloween ones, but they also have like the regular, just the movies that made us, and like they were just cult classics from the 80s and 90s. And yeah, no, I live for that type of show. And there was a similar one with video games too, where it wasn't called the video games that made us, or maybe it was the games that, but it was a very similar concept where they went and delved into different the toys that made us was also dope, dude. Yes. Oh fuck. I feel like we should be due for more of those, like, because those are one thing that I'll check periodically on Netflix when I log in, because I don't really, unless like when I go to Netflix, there's something that I want to watch, like a new show came out, Squid Games is out, or Dahmer's out. Like I'm going there with a purpose. I don't really browse Netflix too frequently. 100%. So when I do, like I'll look for those things that I remember seeing, like those specific Netflix documentaries or docuseries that were just very nostalgic. Netflix is good at that. That's why it's one of the streaming services that like
Netflix
is a must-have. IMO. I need it.
It is a must-have just because of their catalog is so big. But they're also they're great at, like, even if you were thinking about like, oh, I don't know, I'm thinking I might cut this off. They always add some shit that's just like, yo, fuck. Like, well, I gotta watch this one thing. I gotta watch this one series, and and they just always reel you in. They always bring it out at the right time.
They always got something, yeah.
But
especially the docu-series.
I'm definitely fucking with that. I'm fucking with House of Dragons, which surprisingly, it's not. I still don't think it's as good as Game of Thrones, because I think more of the Game of Thrones characters are like likable, lovable, memorable than this one. But it's definitely been entertaining.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to absolutely hate it.
I didn't think I would absolutely hate it, but I love it more than I thought I was gonna. I thought, you know what? I will check this out because I liked Game of Thrones, even though we all know how it ended. I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. And then like the drama, the politics, there's a lot of elements from, you know, early Game of Thrones that I feel when I'm watching it. And you know, it's even nice to see, you know, to hear those names from Game of Thrones. Like now I'm watching a show like Game of Thrones, but I have this sort of very small base knowledge of these characters and their history. Like I feel like I'm more prepared for this show, honestly. And like I hear, like, you know, I hear the call outs, the Starks and shit, like when they, you know, they call back those Game of Thrones references. And I like this way more than I thought I was gonna. Like it really, really, I think, hooked me in. So I'm definitely fucking with that, and I'm fucking with the last season of C. I feel like people don't talk about Apple TV shows enough. I don't hear anybody talk about C. No one's ever been like, yo, you watch that show C or anything. Like literally you, me, Johnny,
it's never
and
been
Ash.
Nominated for anything.
It's nothing. It hasn't gotten anything. No one gets recognition, dude. Yeah, I don't understand it, dude, because it is so good. The writing's good. The editing's good. I mean, the show in general. It's sad because, I mean, that is really, really, like, that's a top 3 show for me out right now that I'm fucking with. That is when, like, I look forward to Fridays because I know that there's a new episode of C dropping and it's gonna fuck, and it's different. You know, those blind people, and I've talked about it before. Like, it's just not something we've ever seen before. Yeah, it's not a story I'm familiar with.
And they're not dragging it out.
Not at all. They're ending it quick, bro. Yeah. They're fucking chopping it and being like, yo, you got this. Done. Enjoy it. It's done. It's gone. It's something that we'll talk about. I'll think about. I'll compare things to. Like, I'm sad, dude. I'm really sad, and I'm fucking with it hard, dude. I'm gonna be sad to see go. when when it's go. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I know.
CC go.
Seagull.
Johnny, are you caught up on Handmaid's Tale?
I have not started this last season of Handmaid's
Oh, he hasn't
Tale.
even started this
yeah.
season.
I did
That's what
catch up.
That's what
on,
I figured. That's what I figured.
House of the Dragon last night, though.
Okay.
Word. We're in for another time jump on House of the Dragons.
Really?
I saw a screenshot from the next episode that was on Twitter after the last one aired, because I think they do the trailer for the next one like as a almost like a an end credit scene for the most part.
Because it's gonna have to jump to their fucking
yeah,
kids.
and they're
shit.
showing the one blonde kid that just got that badass dragon in that last episode. He's like a grown ass man in this screenshot, bro. So we're looking at probably at least another 10-year jump in this next episode.
One of the other.
Because of the obvious thing that happened during the episode.
Yeah.
I was like,
he has this gnarly Al Capone scar that goes, it's about 7 inches out. It was shocking to see, because the dude's kind of creepy looking too that plays him. Which
they're all
all those fucking Targaryen blonde hair kids are so creepy, because that's not their normal hair color. They all look fucking weird.
No, but they also all they all look and act very Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the hair is part, because even Matt Smith, who's not a super weird dude, like creeps me the fuck out with that hair.
They're all
dude.
just
like,
so pale. Like the blonde, white, silver hair makes them look even more pale.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Guys, do you have anything else to add to this stellar conversation?
I do not.
Keep watching The Sandman.
I got to start watching the Sandman.
I gotta continue that.
That's
one.
my Handmaid's Tale. I haven't
There you
started
go.
the new season yet, Johnny. So
I gotta watch that.
And after you told us, especially last week, about that one episode, like that really like grabbed me. Like I want to watch that. I want to watch that episode and check.
That's my
that show
favorite
out. But
episode of the show.
I feel like
so
it's
far.
gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a me show and not a me and Ash show.
It's definitely me. It's definitely a me show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I
so
think,
that tells me for the most part it probably will be.
It was a little too
me show.
creepy for Joyce.
Yeah.
No, I think Jillian would enjoy that show. So I think that it's probably going to be something where we're caught up on all of these shows. And we have
that gap.
We have like a little bit of a gap. Then I think we're going to go ahead and start watching that. Cause I saw the first episode, but I just know that this it's her shit. She's down for it.
Yeah.
Oh, one last thing.
Did everybody get tickets for
before
Black Panther?
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up. I got my tickets.
I did. I got them for Friday. That it opened.
Of course.
Not the Thursday.
I got them for Thursday.
I got them for Thursday.
Of course you did. Fucking 7 a.m. You cocksuckers.
No, what are you talking about? Like it's available on Thursdays throughout the day. It used to be like a
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
I think I got mine for like 5:30.
It's not that serious. Namor's gonna float. It's gonna be dope. It's fine.
What-
You guys will
what are
not
you-
miss anything.
What are you so
Another
against-
day.
What
You'll
are you
be fine.
Why are
don't
you
you
so
wanna
against
watch it on Thursday?
I don't want to go to a movie on a Thursday. Like I have work the next day. Like I have a routine that I follow, and going to a random movie on a Thursday is not something I want to fuck with. So,
Okay.
This guy and his routines. I'll never understand it, but you do you, bro. That's fine. All right. Since we have nothing else, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The new trailer was dope. It actually has me more hype. I think the more that they give us, the more trailers, because every time they drop a trailer, I'm just like, fuck. Because it's like we didn't know what we were getting into for so long, and then they drop another trailer. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I actually want to watch this so fucking bad. So, so we definitely got our tickets. I'm down for that.
Word.
All right, guys. I think that's it, right? We're gonna wrap it.
That's all she wrote.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. If you made it this far, that means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you. Remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Give us a 5-star rating or leave a comment or a review for us. Leave a comment on YouTube if you are watching this on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know how you like the show or don't like the show. Either way is fine. And if you don't fuck with us that much, we'll make fun of you and then throw you on a t-shirt because why the fuck not? If you want to cop some gear, remember, go to insensitivemerch.com. Stay drippy with Drippy. Cop yourself some fresh gear. It's available whenever you like. And if you are going to be at Comic-Con this weekend, New York City Comic-Con on Saturday specifically, October 8th?
October 8th, yes.
October 8th. Look for us. Reach out to us. We'd love to
watch our stories.
To link up. Watch our stories. We're going to be sharing a lot of stuff, and then there's going to be a lot of content to come after that. All right, guys, but thank you so much. We love you. Peace.
Peace.